Hello. Mic testing. Hello. Hello. One testing. अच्छा ఇది కన్స్ట్రక్షన్
అది ఇది రెండు ఉన్నాయి ఇవాళ
మీరు ఎక్కడ రావాలి देख ली सर कैमरा चालू है रिमोट
सर रिमोट
बैग बैग नहीं ये बैग मैं लाया था लेना होगा
हां मीदे बात इकडे ఉంది
లేదు सर प्रशांत से देख
और हमसे
कवर से कल के
అది కొంచెం ముందు కొంచెం పైకి పెట్టి చేస్తాను సార్ అది ఫాజిల్ చేస్తాను సార్ ఫాజిల్ చేస్తాను పైకను ఫాజిల్ ఫాజిల్ అది ఇరిగింది లేదు వద్దు కెమెరా పైకి బస్ బస్ ఇటు నాకెళ్ళి
దీనికి పవర్ కావాలి
స్టార్ట్ అయిపోయింది సార్ నేను ఆడియో చెక్ చేస్తాను రైట్
ఎక్కడ అదే దాంతో పాటు బ్యాగ్స్ కూడా ఉన్నాయి బ్యాగ్స్ కూడా ఉంటాయి
हेलो माइक टेस्टिंग 1 2 3 हेलो हेलो चेक
check this for 2 check
అతుల్ 4 మైక్స్ ఇందులో 2 చాలు 4 ఇచ్చేద్దామా 4 ఇచ్చే ఆడియన్స్
अरे पोडियम पे काम
సార్
हम लोग पोडियम पे काम करो
hello
कर लो
hello 1 2 3 mic testing welcome
आप पे
hello hello
चालेल
hello
अतुल नीचे बैक 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 अतुल नीचे आना हेलो हेलो करना पड़ेगा इसको थोड़ा टिप नहीं ऊपर वाले के लिए हां स्पीकर की दोस्त स्पीकर की दोस्त हां लाइक ఇది కొంచెం ఎంత కరెక్ట్ కొంచెం
ये जबरदस्त शो है, जबरदस्त शो जैसे जबरदस्त शो।
गाने का प्रोग्राम पहले आगे
सर सर वो पन जाता ఇది పెట్టేసే స్లైడ్ మన ఎక్కడి నుంచి కంట్రోల్ మ్యాన్ అది నీకు కనబడుతుంది కదా
ఇట్లా చేయాలి.
ఇప్పుడు టీవీస్ కూడా ఇది కావాలి అంటే దాని ఇన్పుట్ తీసి దీని ఇన్పుట్ దీనికి పెట్టాలి. దీనికి ఒక హెచ్డిఎం ఉందన్నమాట దగ్గర
అప్పటికెప్పుడు కావాలి. ఇది ఉంది, ఇది
అది సరిపోదు.
చిన్నది ఇది.
ఇవో జస్ట్ ఇన్ కేస్ అవసరం అయితే వాడదాం.
అవసరం లేదు సార్, వాళ్ళకి జస్ట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్కి
ఆ ఇన్పుట్ ఇది పెట్టేసి అర్థమైందా నేను చెప్పింది?
ఇన్పుట్ తీసేయాలి. అది తీసేసి
ఆ ఇన్పుట్ తీసి ఇన్పుట్ పెట్టాలి.
ఈ ఇన్పుట్ పెట్టాలి. నిజమే పెట్టండి సార్.
ఇది అయిపోయాక మేడం ప్రింటర్ రావట్లేదు.
ఓకే మేడం.
ఎందుకంటే సార్ టికెట్లు ఏవో ప్రింట్
సిస్టమ్ రీసెట్ చేసి
నిన్న కూడా రాలేదు.
నిన్న కూడా అయితే మ్యూట్ చెక్ చేయాలి.
బాగా ఉన్నది అంటే ప్రింట్ రాదు.
చెక్ చేస్తాను. హలో.
afternoon. I request our Director, INDT, Sri Sai Prasad Garu, to welcome our guests today. Please. I request our Director, Sajjan Sir, INDT, please to occupy the dais, and also request our guests, Sri Mohammed Khan Garu and Sri GP Prasad Garu, to occupy the seats of the dais, please. Now I request our Director, INDT, Sri Sai Prasad Garu, to give welcome address.
Mr. Khan Garu, Mr. Prasad Garu, Rakesh Garu, and my dear friends, as part of our Audit Week celebrations, we have been holding different types of activities. And yesterday we had a very good discussion, panel discussion on a topic which connects all of us to as an organization. As an organization, we are interested in progressing towards achieving our objectives through the digital transformation. But today we thought that it would be better that something which is very useful to individuals at our individual level. How can we contribute to better living in our society and also help our fellow beings in our society? There are many institutions who are doing a very good work across the country in different organizations, and through these Audit Week celebrations, the HODs have decided that there should be a glimpse of the activities, good work that is being done by all the auditing institutions. They should be showcased, or they should be given an opportunity to interact with us and make us aware about the various developmental activities that they are promoting in our country. Particularly, so we thought that two themes are very important for us. One is with reference to the because housing is very important to us, and housing has assumed a lot of importance in our country for about more than 2 to 3 decades. And these days, housing costs have become astronomically high. So, how can we reduce the cost of construction, and how can it become more sustainable? So that is one theme on which the NIRD here has done a lot of work, and they have developed new technologies. Some of those technologies have been demonstrated to you in their stall, and all of you might have, I'm sure that all of you might have visited that stall and understood that technology. Now we have a person who has wide experience in that area, Mr. Kangaru. Kangaru is a person of varied experience, of spanning for about more than 5 to 6 decades. He has experience within the country and outside the country also. He has traveled widely across the world and helped many countries, particularly the African countries, in adopting the technologies and developing entrepreneurship in our country, entrepreneurship in those countries. So some of those skills which he has demonstrated elsewhere in the world, those skills are being utilized in our country also. There are many villages which are using these technologies. So he is here to share his thoughts on that construction material and the rural craft and rural entrepreneurship. So that is one topic where Mr. Kangaru will be dealing that. And secondly, there is another institution in our country, in our city, that is that institution is called as National Institution of Indian Medicine, Indian Medical Heritage. So we have different kinds of institutions. So medical heritage is one of the institutions. Many people may not be aware of the existence of these particular institutions. Very few people in our audit among the auditors, they are aware of the existence of this particular institution. So we thought that we should be taking this opportunity uh, to make the auditors aware of the activities that are being undertaken by this institution. And here in this particular institution, they have been specializing on a research on Ayurveda, and particularly the Ayurvedic literature. So there is a lot of ancient Ayurvedic literature that is available in our country, and that Ayurvedic literature is being collected by them, and they are translating that literature into local languages. They are also collecting a lot of manuscripts, palms. There are many palm leaves are also available with them. Lot of information has been collected by them, and that traditional knowledge they are preserving, and they are also using the IT technologies for translating that those knowledge into, and they are trying to put that knowledge into modern day use. So these are the two institutions we thought that they would be they will be presenting their views and sharing their knowledge with us. And as an auditor, we will be enriching with their experiences. So I welcome both the dignitaries to this Audit Week celebrations, and I thank you all for being present here. And I hope all of you will be taking advantage of their lecture. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for welcoming everyone and giving a brief about our guests. As a part of our Audit Divorce program this week, it's our privilege to have our guests with us who will be sharing their vast experience in their respective fields. As we have two guests, we have Shri Mohammed Garu, consultant for National Institute of Rural Development. He will be sharing his experience and promotion of sustainable housing technologies and familiarize us with various flagship programs of Government of India for the rural development and rural transformation. I would like to share you his experiences and his biodata. He is a recipient of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam Appreciation Award for the services rendered by him in the rural development activities, especially in promoting and nurturing the self-help group in the state of Tamil Andhra Pradesh. Besides the same, he has won many awards for his contribution in rural development. He has also been on many committees constituted by government, NABARD, etc. He has developed detailed project reports for the establishment of technology centers in the African countries as a part of Indo-African Friendship Summit commitments of Government of India. He has been a mentor for the postgraduate diploma students of NIRD. He has also traveled across many countries to different states for promoting the renewable energy, which includes the energization of fishing boats, ice plants, water desalination through solar and wind technology, thus contributing in reduction of the diesel usage in Lakshadweep Island, which was appreciated by the Honorable President of India, Dr. Ramnath Kovind. He has also promoted the renewable energy, that is the solar energy, on the large scale, and his contribution has led to his being named as Solar Khan by the print and electronic media. He has also traveled to Philippines, Bangladesh, Hong Kong for study on various development activities taken up by these countries. He has spearheaded 100% literacy program in Kurnool district of Andhra Pradesh, which was named as Akshar Jyoti after in-depth study of the strategy that was implemented in the state of Kerala, which was recognized by UNO. He has also been working for the last 1 decade in the promotion of sustainable housing technologies, rural farming, and in the formulation of entrepreneurship development programs, besides constantly working in motivating the student community in familiarizing with them the various flagships of programs of Government of India for the rural development and rural transformation. Now, I invite Sri Mohammad Khan Daru, consultant for NIID, to share his knowledge and experiences. Thank you.
Laptop.
Respected Sri Rakesh ji, Sri Sai Prasad Garu, and my co-speaker, Sri Prasad, and the host of participants here. Congratulations to all of you on this third audit divas. And at the outset, I would like to thank Sri Prasad Garu for giving an opportunity to have a learning experience through all of you and to recollect my experiences with you. And a great opportunity. Sri Sai Prasad Garu had asked me to, half an hour time is given to me because both the speakers have been given 1 hour time, and this time has to be shared between both of us, half an hour, and the another half an hour for sir. I know that for anybody the reception level is 20 minutes as per the study. I will try to be as brief as possible because you are all learned people, you might be knowing many things which I will be likely to speak also. So Sai Prasad Garu wanted me to talk to you with regard to the rural technology that can be become an entrepreneurial activity so that many people who are in search of any entrepreneurial activity, they can try to catch it and see that they can further it. Either maybe for their children, maybe for their neighbors, maybe for the relatives, maybe for their anybody whom they are interested. Second thing, they wanted me to speak about the housing technologies, which we are promoting. And other thing was, he was telling is with regard to the various flagship programs of the government. So all these put together, it's a very big subject, but I will try to connect these three things to one another. Before talking about the housing, I would like to bring it to notice why the technology that are developed by us is relevant for today. You must have heard that we are now every day talking about climate change. We are talking about the global warming. We are talking about greenhouse effect. All these things we are now very regularly talking. Even if we see that in our G20 summit or our Paris Agreement, whatever may be there, these are the topics that are being talked of. In the G20 summit, even Paris summit also, it was talked about net zero. I think must be aware about net zero, and Government of India has committed to the world community that we will be achieving the net zero by 2070. How this net zero is related to what I am going to talk about. So Government of India has committed to reach the net zero by 2070, whereas the G7 countries, the developed countries, are committed to reach the net zero by 2050, where China has committed to reach about 2060. Net zero. Definitely it is difficult. Without carbon emission, no development can take place. At the same time, there is a need that we should be able to do it. Climate change is a phenomenon which is common. It cannot be avoided. The climate change will take definitely over the years, long term. But climate change is today taking place very faster because of our human activities. And we are committed that we'll try to achieve by 2070 compared to other countries, because we have taken a longer time to achieve this, for one reason that we are telling that the developing countries, whatever the climate change that taking place because of the developed countries, the developed countries have developed industrially and brought lot of climate change. Carbon emission has been reduced, and asking us to reach by their time, we are not, Government of India is not accepting. That's why we have taken 2070. So carbon emission cannot be avoided, then how can it be a net zero? So it is a carbon neutrality. Whatever emission we are going to make, we are telling that we will absorb and see that we will neutralize it. So what all other various activities that are contributing to this? In this, our housing is also one of the major activities that is polluting, that is adding carbon. How best that we can, through our housing programs, our housing schemes and housing technologies, we can help the country in achieving what we are committed to the world community. You know that construction of houses definitely takes place majorly any part of the country, it is through bricks. When you talk about how the bricks is made, it is made of mud, then you will burn it, then you will use it. In the process, what is happening is, for burning of the brick, we are using wood. When you use the wood, we have to cut the trees. That is deforestation taking place. So, in the guise of having our comfortable houses, we are adding carbon emission through our housing programs. So, what we are thinking, NIRD are thinking is that why can't we see that how can we develop a technology which can reduce the carbon emission? That means, can we make a brick without burning, so that we can avoid deforestation? The smoke that is coming out, which is adding the carbon, can be avoided. Here we have shown practical demonstration also we have kept here, where we are promoting compressed stabilized earthen blocks. Through this compressed earthen blocks, we are only mixing 80% of the soil, that the red soil, adding 7% of the cement to it, and adding lime, making a mixture of it, and compressing it under a machine and taking it out and keeping for the sun dried, and then we are using. My friend, he is sitting here in the second row. He has practically demonstrated, made one brick here. Yes, sir, you have made a brick. How you experience that brick making? What's your experience? So within 1 or 2 minutes, you could make a brick. So that can be sun-dried for 21 days, and that can be used for your construction. So you can say whether this brick, which is made of the compressed earthen blocks, whether it is strong enough. That question will come to you. Sir, we have tested this brick. The compressive strength of this brick compared to your fired brick, that is burned brick, I can tell you we have tested it. The burned brick will have a compression strength of 35 kgs. Whereas this brick we have tested, it can go up to 70 to 90 kgs compression strength is there. Can tell me which brick is stronger? Which brick is stronger, whether the burned brick or this compressed brick? That way we can confidently say the brick which is made without burning is a stronger brick than your other brick. Third thing, when coming to carbon emission while making this brick, the burned brick will emit a carbon to every cubic meter 640 kgs. 640 kgs of carbon emission is there in a cubic meter of your burned brick. Whereas this CSB block, this compressed earthen block will only emit 50 kgs of CO2. 50 kgs of CO2 for every cubic meter. What is the difference? Around 590 kgs of difference is there, and you can imagine how much carbon dioxide we are adding into the atmosphere by going with the burned brick. So which brick is now more convenient, environmental friendly? You can yourself imagine. Coming to the energy consumption for making this brick. This compressed earthen block takes 11 times less consumption of energy, and at the same time 13 times less polluting. So this I am giving the statistics only for you to imagine whether in our housing constructions which way we should go, not only for ourselves but for the common objective which we are addressing for the humanity. And what is the advantages of constructing the house with this brick is also one of the questions that you may raise. Sir, we have tested in our Rural Technology Park of NIRD where we have constructed this material. We have tested the temperature levels in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, in the summer, in the winter, in the rainy season, and every time we found that the temperature levels of the houses which are constructed with this building, with this bricks, is 2 to 3 degrees less temperature in the house. When you find a 2 to 3 degrees less temperature in the house, the usage of our electrical appliances will come down. The expenditure that we incur electricity will come down. At the same time, we will have a comfortable living. This I am not telling without experiencing. We wanted to demonstrate it, and we have constructed our Director General bungalow in the Rural Technology Park NIID campus of 5,000 square feet. Some of our friends have come to audit to NIID PR. They must have seen this house also. And recently there is one video is there in the YouTube, like Prakriti Premikudu. You can see that there everything is explained about this technology. There we are finding it very comfortable. Even in the summer, even without usage of fan also we are able to live. In winter, we are able to experience the normal temperature. These are various advantages we have got through this technology. Not only this brick is used for the construction of the walls, but at the same time there are different technologies that are for the roofing also. For roofing also we use the filler slab technology. So if I don't know whether anybody is having a civil engineering background is here, they must be knowing for the roof there will be a below portion is called tension zone. In the tension zone, the civil engineer says that concrete usage totally is not required. Some portion of that can be avoided with a concrete, without concrete usage. There we use the lightweight material for the usage for the roof, so that the energy centric material which is cement usage can be reduced, and with that we will be able to bring down the cost of the construction. You know, sir was telling with regard to the government programs, you must be aware about the PMEG house, which are kind of, you must have gone for audit and I think inspected many of the houses. You must have seen the implementation of this scheme. What is that? The government of India central funding is available for PMEG house, Prime Minister Awas Yojana Gramin. It is 1,20,000 rupees, where you have to construct a 272 square feet of the house you have to construct with 1,20,000 in the plain area. In hilly areas, it is 1,30,000. Is it possible to construct a 242 square feet of house within that cost? Can anybody say? Is it possible? One room we are not able to construct, where one bedroom house with a small hall, kitchen is to be constructed within this central estimate that is given. A challenge was thrown to NIRD by the Ministry of Rural Development, whether you will be able to make it. Yes, by using various these type technologies with 10 to 15, 20,000 difference, we have constructed this house, a model house at NIRD. We have shown that this can be done using all these technologies. That does not mean these technologies are inferior. I can say both safe and give a bold statement that these technologies are more superior than what the technology that you are using in the conventional type of construction. Anybody can attempt. Number of now gated community people are coming to NIRD and asking this technology for implementation in gated community houses. Not only this, you can go to Mancheriala here near Gandipet, where our Director General has constructed a 6,000 square feet of house with this technology. Having convinced with the technology, having constructed his official building in NIRD, he has constructed a own house of 6,000 square feet with this technology. There is a YouTube, there is a film also there on that. So this is only to demonstrate, yes, if anybody wants to construct a house with this technology, we are ready to guide them how to reduce the cost, what type of technology can be used, how you can benefit out of this technology. We are ready to give you support. We cannot come and construct, but the people whom you are going to take for construction, we can train them in NIRD how to make these bricks. And not only that, my family also adopted this. My own brother, Mr. A.K. Khan, has adopted technology. He has constructed a farmhouse, 8,000 square feet of building in Shamshabad area with this technology. So putting so much of money in this, unless they are convinced with the technology, they would not have constructed. So I can vote safe and tell them, if anybody wants, this is the main purpose what the Sai Prasad sir told me to tell about the technology, so that the people who are working in the audit department, if anybody wants to construct their houses, who are contemplating the construction houses, can adopt this technology and construct their houses. We are ready to support them. We are supporting not only for your sake, we are supporting for the causes which I had told earlier. What amount of carbon emission we are making to housing, what amount of carbon emission adding to the pollution, and what are our commitments as a government to the world community, and every individual, if they adopt this type of technology, we will be able to reach the goal which the government of India committed to the world community. It is for our own sake. If everybody thinks, no, why should I let me construct my own house like this? If everybody talk, because the global warming is causing only because of human activities. One of the major human activities is house construction. Is it not our responsibility to see that we contribute from our end also towards reducing this pollution, towards reducing the global warming? The people say, the scientists say, we are at 1.1 degree centigrade of temperature compared to the pre-industrialization. If we reach 1.5 degrees, our human life is going to be miserable. Only 0.4 is left out now. Is it not the responsibility of every individual to see that we contribute towards this end? My appeal to all of you is, I can go safe and tell you, if anybody wants to construct these houses, if you are already constructed, any of your friends are going to construct, you can very boldly recommend to adopt these technologies. We are ready to help them in training them and guiding them in these technologies. This is regarding the housing I wanted to tell. And there is another technology is called rat bond technology. That is also another technology that is being used for our compound walls, other things. And yesterday we have entered into an MOU with Instack, that is Institute of Steel Growth, Development and Growth, where we wanted to bring those technologies also into house construction. We wanted to bring in the bamboo technology also into this thing. And you all put this railings now. Beautiful bamboo railings can be used for this. Bamboo, if it treated, it can be told that is more harder than your steel. In this house, we use all the bamboo railings only, which are treated bamboo. And bamboo has got a lot of benefits. And all these things are there in housing technology. And to elaborate, all the time is given to me may not be sufficient to go in further. This I'm just giving an introductory of it. If anybody wants, I was requesting Sai Prasad sir to bring the group of people from your department to NIRD PR as an exposure visit to come and understand and see this technology and understand what are those things. To bring along with the families. As a picnic you can come. Beautiful environment is there to come and enjoy. Every day, nearly 100 to 200 students come there to see those technologies. Not only housing, we have got many different technologies towards entrepreneurial development. Because sir wanted me to talk about entrepreneurial development also. We have got many entrepreneurial development programs are there we are conducting. One of the things which can be related to this environment, I can say handmade paper technology. The folder which I have kept on my table is made of handmade paper. So paper is made, mill paper is made. How mill paper is made? Mill paper is made with wood. Again, for making a paper, what we are using in our offices is made from mill. For making a mill paper, we require the wood. For that, we are cutting the trees. When we are cutting the trees means again we are going for deforestation. So we have developed a technology which can be made without the usage of wood. That is called handmade paper. That can be made with the tiller waste. What are the other waste? That is from that we are making the paper. We have set up a unit. We are collecting all the cotton waste from the tilers. That is being converted into paper. And this not only paper, many finished value-based products are being made this. We are making not only folders, we are making visiting cards, we are making gift boxes, we are making photo frames. All these things are being developed as an entrepreneurial activity. We are trying to advocate to the panchayat to set up one unit in each panchayat. It can give employment to the entire village. You can question how. If one unit paper is there, that unit produces the paper, and if you can give a training to the village, at least women, about making of various these value-based products, and by supply of this paper, these ladies can make these products sitting at their home. The training is also 3 to 4 days. Sitting at home, these products can be made and given back to the enterprise, so that through that entire village can be employed. And in Budhwal, we have introduced this. Our unit at NIRD morning that unit man will go and hand over these papers to the different houses in Budhwal in the village. And by evening, he will go collect all these finished products, what all he has ordered. What are you are seeing in this? You can see in the big shops that paper bags, all those things can be made out of this paper. So here also, by promoting this, again you are helping the environment by reducing the usage of mill paper, and thereby deforestation can be avoided. The long-term strategic plan that has rolled out by the government of India is urban. We will go in for urban planning. Our house urban planning will be one of the long-term strategies that has been given by the government of India. How you can achieve? You can achieve only through this process of making of houses. I was just telling our sir during my discussion. So we have convened many workshops on this. We have brought many engineers to come and see this technology, talk about this technology. Everybody came and appreciated this technology. At the same time, they said, sir, if we construct the houses, if we take up the the construction of the buildings to the government with this technology, we lose our jobs. Why? Because these are not there in the SSR. I was requesting, sir, Audit department has got a role to play here. Why Audit department do not study and recommend to CPW to bring these rates also into SSR so that the people can adopt this technology and can be able to. This is a fervent request I made to this department. Your department has got the powers to recommend, because if CPW adopt this technology, after Government of India, Ministry of Finance also, Ministry of Road Development also issued a circular. Only one government has adopted, that is the government of Kerala. No other government has so far brought this into SSR. If this is brought into SSR, I think we are telling PMH, your beneficiaries to adopt these technologies. Whereas in the village, you see your school, your Anganwadi, your hospital is constructed with this steel and cement. The people say, you are asking us to construct this technology, whereas your government buildings are cement and steel. How can you tell that this is fair? If it is superior, you could have constructed your buildings. So, unless if we want to bring a change in the minds of the people to adopt this technology, there is a need for the government to adopt this technology and construct another house, their own buildings. This is what I told Niti Aayog. Fortunately, unfortunately, I am a working group member for Niti Aayog, which is now studying the PMG houses scheme. They are going to revise from March 2024. I told them there is a need to create awareness about the technology. There is a need to give the training to the masses in this technology. There is a need to give the training to the engineers in this technology, and to see that our own buildings are constructed with this technology, so that people can also get convinced to adopt this technology. If everybody construct these technology, with these technology, their houses, they can be making it comfortable. At the same time, we'll be able to achieve what we are going to be expected to achieve, especially through this carbon emission that is concerned. This is one of the core areas of housing which will be able to help the country in this. Again, we have written to the vice chancellors of various universities, introduce this technology in the BE and BTech courses. This technology is not being taught in the universities also. Our engineers are coming out and they don't know about this technology. Our engineers should be told about this technology. They should be taught about this technology. And everybody has got it. That's why we are requesting you. There is a chapter in post-graduation, MTech, but not in the BTech. So we want universities also to see that these courses are introduced for the students to know. When they come out from the college, they should be able to know. The structures, you are able to talk only cement and steel, which is a high energy centric material.
Unless we reduce the usage of highly energy saving material, we will not be able to achieve the goals which we wanted to achieve. Second thing we want to adopt is the government of India talking about renewable energy. When we are talking about the housing, we should be able to adopt the renewable energy also. In our houses, we should be able to adopt solar energy, wind energy, we should be able to adopt. Now, Government of India has come out with a very easy way of doing now. Earlier it was difficult. Now, sitting at your home, if you wanted to go in for renewable, you wanted to put our panels, wanted to rooftop solar to be installed in our houses, you can do sitting at your computer. You can rooftop solar solar app is there. You can just go in. If you want your house to be run with a solar, you can apply for it. If you go to that concerned discount, they will approve it, and they in the app itself you will get the vendors list. You can get the things installed through those vendors, and the commission certificate will be issued. And once the commission certificate is uploaded, 40% subsidy will directly come to your bank account. It has made so easy, and we can generate our own electricity. Our earlier DG, when I went on the other day, I went there. He adopted this. He said 11,000 rupees is deposited in his account. He is getting a bill of 330 rupees. The minimum bill he is getting, that is a minimum bill. That minimum bill also is not paying because 11,000 rupees worth generated power is in his credit with the discount, with the discounts. So if you want to generate your own power and you don't want to pay the power bill, you can go for it. 40% subsidy is available for the Government of India. And here also, this is not getting familiar in the villages because of lack of technicians. We are giving the training programs, developing the technicians of solar so that they can adopt this technology and be able to, like electricians, the technicians can be available also. Surya Mitra training program is there. If any of your people wanted to undergo this training program, Surya Mitra training program, which is being run by MNRE through NSIC, and this is once the training program gone, placements are guaranteed in the solar companies. Many people who are trained in this at NIRD under this program, 2 to 3 batches, many of the people are now working in the Gulf countries as a solar technician. This is another opportunity where you can develop the solar technicians and can get the self-employment opportunities are available there. So like that, there are many, I don't know what is the time. I think if I have to stop anywhere, you can just give a bell, I will just pop it there. So like that, third thing what the Government of India now presently promoting is, which is now related to what Dr. Prasad sir was likely to talk, is regarding natural farming. Recently on the Vijayadashmi day, our Honorable Prime Minister has told that we should take a pledge on 10 items. One of the items is promote natural farming for our own health. Regarding health, sir is going to talk about it. So we are giving training on natural farming technologies also. We are giving training cow-based cultivation, how to reduce the chemical fertilizer uses, how to go in for. We have got a vermicompost unit here. I think yesterday we kept vermicompost here as demonstration. I think that like a hot cake they were sold. So there are various are there where we are giving a training. So about 21 technologies are there in which NIRD is giving a training. If anybody wants the training to be given, these trainings are given to the PR poverty line people free of cost. Accommodation is free, food is free, training is free. If anybody is there who are interested in these technologies, we will be announcing on our website the training program. You can register them, you can send those people for the training, comfortable training. This training is also not a long training, it is a 2 to 3 days training only. On any technology, the 2 to 3 days training. Honey processing, we have kept the honey also here. The processing is, I think, giving trainings in that. Like that, about 21 technologies we are giving a training. Those training programs also we can. I am leaving a brochure of about technologies to with Prasad, he will be able to share it. With this, I think by seeing the director sir, he is telling indirectly telling my time is over. So I would like to stop it here. If anybody, before I stop it, if one or two questions are there from your side, I will take it and will you allow me to take one or two questions, sir? If there anything is there? Second place. Okay. So I don't know whether I have done justice within time given to me. Only this, I try to see that it creates some awareness so that you will be able to catch up to NIRD. Come on your own also with family. You can come and enjoy there while learning. Thank you very much.
Next guest speaker is Sri G.P. Prasad Garu, is Assistant Director of NI National Institute of Indian Medical Heritage. He'll be sharing his past experiences in Ayurveda. He is served into research for the past 23 years. He has received many awards in his field. He is the recipient of Young Scientist Award and also the Talented Scientist Award and the International Seminar on Medicinal Plants and Herbs conducted by the Department of Doctor University in 2008 and also in 2010. He has also received Young Scientist Award from Ministry of Ayush, Government of India in New Delhi in 2016. He has published several books which included Exploration of Veterinary Practices in Ayurveda in 2016, Vaidya Vallabha in 2021, and Dravya Vigna Shastasloki in 2022, to name a few among the books he has published. He was also associated with digitalization of medical manuscripts, e-books on Sashruta Samhita and Chakra Samhita. Sir has published around 103 research articles, 45 paper presentations, and has also conducted 20 workshops, 30 medical camps, health megas, exhibitions, etc. Now I request sir to share his knowledge, please.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, employees of this prestigious organization, and friends. Good afternoon, everybody. So you heard about construction economy of engineering skills. So now I am going to present on health. So brief introduction to Ayurveda. I am from National Institute of Indian Medical Heritage, an institute under Central Council for Research in Ayurvedic Sciences, Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. So, first of all, I would like to tell you, knowingly or unknowingly, all of you are using Ayurveda. Ayurveda is not a new subject, okay? But if you are following our Samskruti, if you are following our tradition, then you are following Ayurveda. So I would like to give a brief introduction. What is Ayurveda? Why Ayurveda is needed? And some basic concepts of Ayurveda in day-to-day practice, and some small home remedies and some principles which you can adopt for your better health. So these things I am going to tell you in a short span of half an hour. So now 2:40, I will try to complete by 3:20. Okay. So concept of One Health. So Sir has already told about the animal cow dung usage. So Ayurveda believes Ayurveda is not only for human beings, it is also for animals, it is also for plants also. Plants Ayurveda is called as Vriksha Ayurveda, and Ayurveda for animals is called as a Pasu Ayurveda. Why we need Ayurveda for plants? Because Ayurvedic drugs are mainly manufactured from plants. If you are using pesticides, if you are taking the extracts of those plants, then what will happen? The drug, instead of giving you good health, it may hamper your health. So in the same way, animal products are used in Ayurveda. That's why I told you, knowingly or unknowingly, you are using Ayurveda. But you don't know that you are using Ayurveda. Okay? So for that purpose, if animals are fed with wrong fodder, if they have been given some pesticide fodder, then again if you are taking that milk, if you are taking the fish, which have been used many pesticides for many antibiotics for their treatment, then if you are taking those fish, that will also hamper your health. So Ayurveda for One Health needs Vriksha Ayurveda and Pasu Ayurveda also. This is the brief introduction. So then what is Ayurveda? So hitahitam sukham dukkham ayushtasya hitahitam manancha tachya yatroktam Ayurveda sabuchite. Don't afraid of the Sanskrit slokas. Simple words I will tell you. Hitahitam sukham dukkham. Hita, which is beneficial to you, which is not beneficial to you. Hitahitam sukham dukkham, which is comfortable to you, which is not comfortable to you. So what diet, what drugs, if you are using, that causes harm to you. What diet and what drugs, if you are taking, that is beneficial to you. In which science all these things have been mentioned, that is nothing but Ayurveda. Okay? In a nutshell, if you want to know, Ayurveda tells you what to do, what not to do, what to take, what not to take. So, somewhat detail if I want to tell you, yatascha ayushyani, anayushyani, draviguna karmani, veda yatyato Ayurveda. So, Ved, ayushyani, which enhances your life. Anayushyani, which decreases your lifespan. So Ayurveda tells both. That is your wisdom to select what you have to take, whether Ayushyani or Anayushyani. If you are following Ayurveda, if you are taking the beneficial things, your lifespan will be enhanced. If you are not following, your lifespan will be decreased. So then what is Ayu? I told you Ayurveda is there. Ayurveda is a one word, Ayu and Veda. It is a science of life. Okay? Then what is Ayu? Sarir Indriya, Sattva Atma, Samyogodari Jivitam, Nitya Gachana Bandacha, Paryaya Ayuchite. So the total body, Sarira means body, Indriya means your sense organs, Sarir Indriya, Sattva your mind, and Atma. We cannot call Ayu a dead body because there is no life in it. Okay? So Ayurveda is the treatment or the whatever we are telling the principles to follow. All these are for your body, for your sensory organs, for your mind, and for even your soul also. So if you are following Ayurveda, you will be healthy by mind, by your body, and even by your soul also. So then what is the aim? Sarah asked me about just in our discussion also, what is the aim of Ayurveda? Ayurveda aim is swasthasya swasthya rakshanam, aturasya vikara prasmanam. Prayojanam chasya swasthasya swasthya rakshanam, aturasya vikara prasmanam. Swasthasya swasthya rakshanam means protecting the health of the healthy. If you are having certain health, by following Ayurvedic principles, we can protect your health, and if you are a diseased person, we can reduce your disease. So then, who is swastha? Who is the healthy person? So all this way I am telling, we are thinking that we are healthy, but we are not healthy. So Ayurveda says, samadosha samagnisha Samadhatu malakriyaha prasanna atma indriya manaha swastha ityabhidiyate. Simple words. Samadosha. Ayurveda considers in our body there are three doshas, Vata, Pitta and Kapha. The dosha should be in equilibrium. If anybody is having cough, what we will say? What we will say? So, unka kapha बढ़ गया है. So that is a dosha. If anybody is having acid peptic disorders, what we will say? Unka pitta बढ़ गया है. If anybody is suffering from pains, what we will say? Unka vata बढ़ गया है. So, if your doshas are in equilibrium, samadosha samagni, your digestive power should be in equilibrium. Samadhatu, your all body tissues should be in equilibrium. Not only that, prasanna atma indriya manaha. Your mind should be peaceful. You always should be cheerful. And your indriya should be proper. And even your waste products should be delivered properly. If you are having constipated bowels, you are not considered as a healthy person. If your sweating is not proper, as you are in fever, sweating won't be there. Then you can't be called as a swastha. Are you following? So the waste products should also be delivered properly. The dosha should properly. Your muscle. For example, if anybody is having over fat, then what we will call obese. He is not a swastha. So we should have proper muscle power, proper tissues of the body. Then only will be considered as a swastha. It is not moving. So, I would like to tell you certain simple important aspects of the concepts of Ayurveda. For example, if you are having kapha pitta, predominance of the doshas, then you should take honey. Honey can normalize your kapha and pitta, and even ghee can normalize your vata and pitta, and for both vata and kapha, oil can be used. If you are having pains, you should use oil. Oil means only sesame oil, nuvula nune. So in Ayurveda, if they are telling milk, we should take it as cow milk. That is also desi cow milk. Desi cow milk is amruta, whereas desi cow milk is poison, as per Ayurveda. Otherwise not told, oil means only sesame oil. And ghee, cow ghee. So if you want to enhance your health, you have to take cow ghee. You have to take cow milk. You have to use sesame oil. So these will rectify your doshas. So Ayurveda will also use even poisons also in a proper dose. So what Ayurveda says, yada yogadapi visham tishnam uttamam beshajam bhavet. Beshajam chapi duryuktam tishnam sampadite visham. So if properly treated, properly given in proper dose, then even the poison can be a nectar. If you are wrongly using, daily you are taking curd, heavily you are taking curd. Though curd and milk are having amruta properties, if you are taking excess, then it will act as a poison. So, yogadapi visham tishnam uttamam beshajam bhavet, beshajam chapi duryuktam tishnam sampadite visham. And Ayurveda also says, anena upadeshena nanaushadhi bhutam jagat kinchit. So there is no substance which cannot be used as a medicine. If you know the properties, if you know the proper usage, anything can be used as a medicine. Even your diet can be a medicine, and medicine can also be used in small quantities as a diet. So these are the simple ways which I have told you. So coming to the daily routine. So what we are doing today, what our elders used to do earlier, are we following the proper daily regimen? So we are sitting here for 8 hours, 10 hours. In between, we are not even standing, we are not moving. Whether we are having the sedentary lifestyle, whether we are doing proper abhyanga. So what to be done? So this is the chart. So we have to use oil for massage, that is called abhyanga. We should use oil in the nostrils, that is called nasya. We should use oil for gargling, that is called as kavalagraha or bandusha. So all these are daily regimens. You have to follow all these daily regimens to improve your health. If you are daily using gandusha, oil gargling, if you are just putting tilathaila in your mouth and gargling, it will enhance your tooth health. If you are putting oil all over your body, massaging it, and taking hot water bath or using steam bath, then all Vata disorders will subside. Are you following? So daily from morning, you have to wake up early in the morning in the Brahmi Muhurta. Then what will happen? So you won't be hurry in doing your activities. You will get a proper sleep and your activities will be smooth. So from waking up from Brahmi Muhurta till going to the bed, what activities should be done? Those are called as a dinacharya. And following the season. So in summer, you are not supposed to take hot foods. You are not supposed to take more mirchi. You are not supposed to take oily foods in summer. So we have to follow the seasonal regimen. So Ayurveda follows seasonal regimen and daily regimen. How many of you are following the seasonal regimen? How many of you know the seasons? First question. What are the seasons? So Sisira, Vasanta, Grishma, Varsha, Sharat, Hemant are called as the Rutus. Okay? Among these, Sisira, Vasanta and Grishma, these are called Adana Kala. In these three seasons, we reduce our body immunity, we reduce our weight. Whereas Varsha, Sharat, Hemanta, gradually we increase our health. So for each and every season, they have told what diet should be taken, what not to be taken. So we have to follow the daily regimen. We have to use Abhyanga. We have to use oil in the nostrils. What's the use of using oil in the nostrils? Just putting sarsav taila. In North India, people use it to put sesame oil in their nostrils. Why? Especially in winter season, they use it to keep the nostrils wet with the sesame oil. To clean the nostrils, to clean the kapha from the head. By using oils, you won't get the ENT disorders. All ENT disorders, all headaches can be reduced by using the sesame oil. Just putting 2-3 drops sesame oil or sarshapataila, even putting some anutaila, 2 drops. 2 drops are sufficient. If you are using these tailas, then your balgam will be coming out. Thereby you won't get ENT disorders. So many things have been mentioned in Ayurveda. All these are followed by our elders. Even in our customs, what is Nalugu? We are putting oil, thereafter we are using the Sunupindi. So by that, this Vata will be subsided. So every Saturday people used to take oil bath. So Talanti Snana means we have to use oil, hold the body, then we have to take bath. But we are not following. So that's why we are getting so many Vatic disorders. Early age we are getting gray hair, early age we are getting bald head, early age we are getting eyesight. So all these are because of we are not following the regimen which have been mentioned in Ayurveda. Just you can see the benefits of Gandosha. Just you can see the benefits of Nasya. Just you can go through some of the benefits of eye disorders, ear disorders, facial paralysis. So many diseases also, just by applying oil in the nostrils, you can reduce those things. Abhyanga, if you are using oil massage to your feet, one effect will be there. If you are using oil massage to your head, another health benefits will be there. Like that, so many things have been mentioned in Ayurveda. So next, coming to the concept of Prakriti. How many of you know about your Prakriti? What is Prakriti? Anybody of you know? Prakriti is not a big term. It is your constitution. Now, as per allopathy, your genetic configuration. Ayurveda says we have been majorly divided to Vata Prakriti, Pitta Prakriti, Kapha Prakriti. If I tell, you will feel that you belong to this Prakriti. For example, you might have seen certain people with prominent veins in their heads, very lean and thin. They will move very fast. They will talk very fast. Are you following? You can see their bones from outside. Another side, some persons are stout, gigantic personalities with smooth voice, beautiful voice. If you see the Vata Prakriti persons, their voice will be coarse, rough voice will be there. Okay, their movements will be very fast. So those are Vata Prakriti. For them, Vata diseases easily occurs. If you see some persons will be having high appetite, they are having foul smell, sweating will be more, bald head, gray hair. All these are Pitta Prakriti persons. They will get acid peptic disorders more. If you see some people are getting more cough, more cold, more balgam, those are Kapha Prakriti persons with the stout body and solid body. So these people, memory skills will also be different. Vata Prakriti people will get the things easily and forget the things easily. Whereas Pitta Prakriti person's voice will be strong. They will be authoritative. Whereas Kapha Prakriti learns slow and forgets slow. So if you know your Prakriti, so what drugs you have to take, what precautions you have to take during the seasons. Vata Prakriti persons, if they are taking Vata diet, then they will get more disorders related to Vata. Pitta Prakriti persons, if they are taking Kali mix, Miryalu ekku తీసుకున్నారు, if they are taking Mirchi more, then they will suffer a lot. You might have seen some people, though they are taking lot of Mirchi also, they won't suffer because they are Kapha Prakriti people. So you should know your constitution, your body constitution. And our CCRS and Minister of Ayush, in our website, we have given a web portal. You can identify your Prakriti by answering certain questions. We are making a web tool also to identify your Prakriti. Once you came to know about your Prakriti, the diet, the disease treatment, everything will differ. In Ayurveda, one treatment cannot be given for all. One diet cannot be subscribed for all. So individuals are considered as different entities. These are called as a Prakriti. So just I have given, for understanding, I have given a table. You can see that table, Vata Prakriti, Pitta Prakriti, and Kapha Prakriti. So how the joints will be, how the body organs will be, how the skin will be, how the hair will be, how the eyes will be, how the lips will be. Okay? How the physiological traits, what will be the appetite, what will be the diet habits, what the taste. So taste will also be differ based on your Prakriti. What will be the body odor, what will be the voice, what will be the weight gaining capacity. Vata Prakriti people won't get weight gain even though they are taking heavy meals. But the Kapha Prakriti people, even they are taking little amount of food, they will get heavy weight. So how their speech will be, how their memory will be. So all these things were taught in Ayurveda. I am telling only 0.01% of Ayurveda to you, which we know also only 0.1% or 0.01%. We are having more than 2,000, 3,000 books. We are having more than 80,000 formulations. We are using more than 3,000 plant medicines. We are using more than 200, 300 Rasaushadis. So you imagine how much Ayurveda is. We are following so many Ayurvedic principles. We are having so much of literature. So it is our turn to know little bit about Ayurveda, to follow little bit about Ayurveda. So next, coming to this, I have told you about Prakriti. Ayurveda considers Ahara, Nidra and Brahmacharya as sub-pillars of the life. If you are following proper diet, if you are following proper sleep, if you are following proper sex, then your health and your life will be enhanced. So what Ayurveda says, to take proper food in proper time, in proper quantity, according to your Prakriti, according to your season, according to your region, Desha Kala Paristhiti Anusar, we have to take our food. So being a South Indian, you should not eat more North Indian foods because you are not habituated to those things. And Ayurveda considers Prakriti, Samhanana, Sattva, Satmya. So what is your Satmya? Certain people can digest even alcohol. Certain people, if they are taking 5 ml of alcohol also, they will get the drowsiness. So based on your Prakriti and your temperament, you have to use the proper food. So another Ayurvedic concept, everybody knows, if we are prescribing some drugs, they ask, what is the patya of this one? Are you following? So what is patya? Patya is patona petam, means which are beneficial to your body channels. Those are called as patya. So it might be in some certain diseases, it might be according to your Prakriti, it might be according to your region, It might be according to your habits, which are beneficial to you, are called as patya. And Ayurveda says, patya sati gadartasya kim aushadha nishevanam. If you are following proper patya, if you know the patya, what to be taken, then kim aushadam, there is no necessity of taking a medicine. Another line, patye asati gadartasya rogi kim aushadam. If you are not following patya, then what is the necessity of taking medicine? Are you understanding this? You got a disease and we have given certain medicine and we have told certain patya to you. If you are not following that patya, that medicine won't act. So for those persons who are not following the patya, there is no necessity to prescribe medicine. The persons who are following patya, they won't get a disease. That's why for them also there is no necessity of the medicine. So that much beautifully Ayurveda has narrated. It has its own concepts. Next, coming to the Nidra, which we are neglecting nowadays. We are awake till 12 in the midnight and we are waking up by 8, or some people even not taking the proper sleep. So Nidra is a sub-pillar. If you are not following proper diet, if you are not following proper sleep, your health will be hampered. Are you following? So what they have mentioned, I will tell you in a sloka. Why I am telling in Sanskrit? If I want to tell a lot of things in short span of time, lot of things in small sentences, then Sanskrit is the best way of telling. So nidrayatam sukham dukkam pushtikarsham balabalam vrushata klevata jnanam ajnanam jivitam nacha. In one quotation, they warned like anything. Nidrayatam sukham dukkam. If you are taking proper sleep, you will get comfort. If you are not taking proper sleep, you will be in misery. You will be in dukkha. Pushti karsham. If you are taking proper sleep, your body will be enhanced. You will get the pushti. If you are not taking karsha, you will be lean and thin and you will get the diseases. Bala and abala. If proper sleep, if you are taking, it enhances your strength. If you are not taking, it causes the decrease of your strength. Brushata klevata, even for male and female, it will act as an aphrodisiac. Your potency will be enhanced by proper sleep. If you are not following the proper sleep, even you will get the impotency. Even for females also or males also. Brushata klevata jnanam ajnanam. If you are not sleeping properly, even your intellectual power will reduce. And last they have mentioned jivitam nacha. If you are properly sleeping, then your life. If you are not properly sleeping, then your death. So that much caution they have given for the sleep, but we are not following the proper sleep. So that's why today we are here to know about Ayurveda, to give brief introduction about Ayurveda. So what enhances the sleep? So many people are not having the proper sleep. Massage, anointing. If you are applying body massage, oil application, then you will get proper sleep. Taking twice a day bath. Now it became a fashion even for children. They want to take bath twice. One time they will take. There are certain people who will take twice after 2 days. So this is not Indian culture. That's why I told you, if you are following Samskriti, then half of Ayurveda you are following. Okay? So meat soup or domestic. If you are taking mams rasa, if you are taking night time, if you are taking buffalo milk, then it will enhance the sleep. Pleasant smell, pleasant sound. Your bedroom should be proper. There should not be TV voice. There should not be any disturbances. Proper bed should be there. Okay? Gentle rubbing. So you might have observed this one. Even gentle rubbing of your calf muscles, you will get proper sleep. So proper massage will enhance your sleep. So well covered bed, all these things you know very well. Next, brahmacharya. I told you 3 pillars. One is ahara, nidra, and brahmacharya. Brahmacharya is not in such a way. Brahmacharya means controlled sex. One should not be eager for sex. So if you are eager to the sex, then you will get dhatu and you may suffer from so many diseases. That is simple way. So if you follow proper diet, proper sleep, proper celibacy, then your health and long life you will get. So coming to a brief, only 4 minutes I will tell about home remedies. So if you are having loss of appetite, you can use shunti, you can use ginger, you can use haritaki powder, you can use even lemon water. If you are having indigestion, you can use this shunti powder, you can use haritaki again. And if you are suffering from acid peptic disorders, hyperacidity, then coconut water is the best thing. And even amalaki churna, usrikaya powder, you can take as a remedy. If you are suffering from bronchitis, bronchial asthma, Thanikaya in Telugu we will call, this is Vipitaki. It's Phalam Majja, if you are taking, it will reduce. Even if you can take Addasaram, our people are giving that plant, that is Adathoda Vasika. Its use also reduces the bronchial asthma. Even you can take Dirisana. How many of you know the Dirisana plant? Don't know. Albegia level. In roadside, you might have seen some shade plants. So its bark as a decoction is used for bronchial asthma. Cough. There are so many drugs you can take. Just Ardraka Swarasa, and even you can take warm water, you can take Kantakari, so many, even Tulasi Swarasa also you can use. And coming to, if you are having cold, during Corona days also so many are suffering from rhinitis. So simple 3 things you should purchase from the market. Vamu Puvu, that is crystals. Jeevandara we can make. Vamu Puvu, some crystals are available. Pudina Puvu, and you can mix camphor. Camphor crystals, Pudina crystals, and Vamu crystals. If you are putting these 3 combinedly in a glass bottle, then it will become Jeevandara. Just applying on the cotton, just if you are putting in your nose, you will get relief from cold. Simple, this is called as Jeevandara. So, even for Krimirogam, worm infestation, Vayu Vidanga in the market, these are available. Its powder can be used. And for Yavana Pitika, Jajikaya Lepa, if you are applying, this acne can be reduced. And if you are having mounting sensation, you can use yellow powder, you can use lemon water. And if you are having, majority people are having prameha for diabetes. So I am not telling you should stop your medicine. These are some additional things which you can use. Nisha Amalaki means using Aridra, Kosupu and Usrikai combinedly can reduce your sugar levels, and using the stem powder of Guduchi, Tipatiga can also be used. Using Jamun seeds powder, using Meshasrungi Podapatri, its leaves also reduces the sugar levels. Vegisa, which we use for this house construction, it's infusion. If you are putting that Vegisa in a glass water and tomorrow morning if you are taking that water, it reduces your sugar levels. So for joint pains, you can make warm decoction, and you can add warm decoction 4 parts and sesame oil 1 part. If you boil it till the oil remains, and if you are putting some camphor, that can be used for joint pains as external application. Nirgundi, Bavilaku, we are giving there. Bavilaku Swarasa 4 times and 1 time oil. And if you are reducing to oil, and if you are applying externally, that can also give wonderful. This one, nothing is there. Just put some sesame oil and put some moringa, munagakulu, air and amadapakulu, and even that Bavilakulu, even chintaku. If you fry lightly and if you are putting as a potli and steaming it on your joints, you will get relief. These things as remedies I am telling. So 10 minutes more I am having. So these things are, in a nutshell, I have told you, there are so many things. How to enhance your Brangaraja, you can use for your hair blackness, even for your gray hair. So now coming to Ayurveda, how many branches are there? So as in allopathy, we are also having general medicine, we are also having pediatrics, we are also having dermatology, not dermatology, we are also having psychology, we are having ENT, we are having surgery. And one of the important division of Ayurveda is Rasayana Chikitsa. So I will tell something about Rasayana and I will close my today's session. Rasayana, that is geriatric care, somebody considers, but Rasayana is beyond geriatric, it is a rejuvenation therapy. So you might be knowing if your vehicle is not properly working, what we will do? We will send it for servicing. Okay? So servicing your body is considered rejuvenation. So after servicing, you will get previous energy. So by using regularly, two types of servicing will be there. Daily doing the service, proper oiling. If you are lazy person, then sending it to the shed and doing the one-time servicing. Okay? So these two types of rasayanas have been mentioned in Ayurveda. So what should be taken daily as rasayana? And another one is after panchakarma, after evacuation therapies, using the rasayana drugs. That is the big servicing of your body. So now I will tell what will happen if you are using the rasayana dravyas. Okay? Dirghamayu smrutim meda arogyam taranam vayha prabhavarna swaraudaryam dehendriyam balam param vaksiddhim pranatim kantim labhateva rasayana. Anybody understood? No, no? So we are far away from our Sanskrit terminology also. Dirghamayu, dirgha you might be knowing, ayu. So if you want to have long lifespan, you should use rasayana. Dirghamayu smruti means memory. If you want proper memory, you have to use rasayana. Dirghamayu smruti meda, intellectual power. आप बुद्धिमान बनना चाहेंगे तो you have to take rasayana. Dirghamayu smruti meda arogyam tarunam vayha. Arogya means health. If you want proper health, you have to use rasayana. Tarunam vayha. A lady of 60 years, if she is appearing as 40 years, that is called tarunam vayha. If you want to appear as a less age girl or boy, then you have to use rasayana. Tarunam vayha prabha. If you see certain people, you can see that अरे कैसे दिख रहा है भाई, क्या charming है. That is called prabha. Prabha varna. If you see color also, certain people's skin will be with proper color. So prabha varna swara, voice. If you listen certain voice, you will be very peaceful. So proper swara if you want, then you have to use rasayana. Deha indriya balam. So if you want to have proper stamina, physical stamina, then you have to use rasayana. And if you don't want the eyesight, if you want proper hearing, proper indriya, sensory organs capacity, then you have to use rasayana. Vaksiddhim, pranatim, kantim, these are above the natural things. So if you are following some dharma principles, that is called as achara rasayana. If you are following achara rasayana, then these last two, vaksiddhi and pranati, you will get. So this is in a nutshell. You imagine any medicine, any medical science is having the properties by taking one substance, you will get these many benefits. Is there any medical system? So Ayurveda is having, if you are taking rasayana, then all these benefits you will get. Then you might be thinking this rasayana might be something else, which we won't get easily. So the next I want to tell you simple rasayanas. Shira Vrutabhyasa. Again I am telling Shira Vrutabhyasa from childhood. You should allow your child to take milk. You should allow your child to take ghee. You should not allow your child to take millets. Okay? In the childhood, they should not take millets. Millets are Vrotshahara. Knowingly, unknowingly, if you are using hampering foods. Okay? Somebody has told daily use millets. Daily you should not take millets. So Shira Vrutabhyasa is a rasayana. Not taking daily millets is a rasayana. Daily taking sprouts is not a rasayana. Are you following? It won't enhance your body tissues. Again, Shira means cow milk. Okay? Vruta means cow ghee. Okay? So Vayastapane Datri. Nowadays we are getting amalaki fruits, Usilikai everywhere, in every season. Daily if you are using amalaki juice, daily if you are using amlaki powder, then it will act as a rasayana. Haritaki, how many of you know karakaya? So if you are daily taking karakaya by removing seed and just by frying in the ghee, that will act as a rasayana. So even according to season, this haritaki, with what we have to take, in Bhava Prakash it has been mentioned in Varsha Rutu, you should take it with rock salt. In Sharat Rutu, I have given. Sharat Rutu means autumn, along with sugar. In Hemanta Rutu, early winter, you have to take it with sunti. In Sisira Rutu, that is late winter, you have to take it along with pipali. In Vasanta Rutu, you have to take it along with honey. See, one drug with different anupanas, in different seasons they have narrated. What more you need? Simple arithmetic you have to purchase. You have to use in your home daily. According to season, you can use. Or if you don't know the season, if you don't have the time, at least by frying on the ghee, you can take it as a rasayana. And this Brungaraja Guntagalagaraku, we are using only for hair growth. It can also be used, its juice can also be used as rasayana. And ashwagandha, daily if you are taking 2 or 3 tablets ashwagandha or ashwagandha powder 5 grams along with milk, it will act as rasayana. So even your vellulli, lasna is a rasayana. Even satavari, pilitigalu are also rasayana. So if you are having memory weakness, your child is not getting proper intellectual knowledge, then Saraswati Aku we are providing here, that can be grown in your home. Daily you can take Saraswati Aku leaf juice for enhancing your intellectual power as rasayana. Okay? So here I have mentioned certain rasayana dravyas like Arjuna, Guduchi, Amlaki, Haritiki, Mandokapani and Gugulu. So rasayana for health promotion, these 3 drugs, Amlaki, Ashwagandha and Guduchi can be used. Rasayana for arthritis, if you are suffering from arthritis, you should take Gugulu as a rasayana. There are in the market Yogaraj Gugulu, Mahayogaraj Gugulu are available. You can use those things to decrease your arthritis. You can use Lasuna daily, Vellulli, you should use more in your kitchen. All kitchen spices, all the things which have been we are using traditionally should be enhanced. You should not allow your children to take burgers, pizzas. You should tell them, you should make the preparations with rich spices, with Ayurvedic diets. Okay? These are some rasayana dravyas which can be used in respiratory disorders. Like that in gastrointestinal disorders. Like that in cardioprotective. If you are using Arjuna, it will act as a cardioprotective rasayana. Neuropathy. If any diabetic person is suffering from tingling sensation in their palms and soles, they can use all these drugs, Lasuna, Gugulu, Bala and Ashwagandha as rasayana. So, for diabetes, I already told you, Usiri and Posupu can be taken as rasayana, and even Silajittu can be taken as rasayana. For obesity, you can use Vacha, Pushkaramula and Gugulu as rasayana. So many rasayana dravyas have been mentioned, right from simple milk and ghee to so many formulations in the market. In the market, Brahmi rasayana, Narsimha rasayana, Palagruta, all this should be taken under medical supervision only based on your health and prakriti and your activities. So simple ghee, milk, these things can be taken by everybody. Haritaki, Amlaki, these can be taken by everybody at any time. There will be no restrictions. So the last one, which I told you, Achara Rasayana. Where is the need of Achara Rasayana? Why we have to follow the Achara Rasayana? So they narrated so many things. After prescribing so many diets, so many drugs, finally they thought, I have already told you, why I have told you the basic concepts and then now I am telling these things. Who is Swastha? I told in the beginning, Prasanna Atma Indriya Manaha. So the person who is having cheerful mind, cheerful soul is called as Swastha. So to get a cheerful soul, if you are taking Ashwagandha, you won't get cheerful soul. If you are taking Brahmi, you won't get cheerful mind. For that, you have to follow the Achara Rasayana. You should respect your elders. You should follow the dharma. You should respect your teachers. You should follow such customs. What these will give? These will give mental peace. You should be dharmic. You should earn properly. So you are in such an organization which will take care of all those things. If you are not properly earning, and then you are under this organization, then what will happen, you know? Then you will be cheerful? You won't. So, following dharma is called as achara rasayana. So, they have been mentioned so many things. Worshipping the gods of based on their religion. Okay? Devoted to love and compassion. Observing vigil, sleep, kama, krodha, lobha, mada, masaryas. If you are controlling all these things. In Ayurveda, dharaniya, adharaniya vegas have been mentioned. If you are getting sneezing, you should not control it. It will cause headache. If you are getting anger, you should control it. If you are getting jealousy, you should control it. These are called dharaniya vegas. So all arishad vargas you should control. So all this controlling all these things causes achara rasayana. If you want cheerful mind and soul, then you have to follow this rasayana. So I hope with this brief introduction, you will follow Ayurveda. Tomorrow, if anybody asks you, do you know Ayurveda? You should tell, I know Ayurveda little bit at least. And I am following Ayurveda. Okay? Thank you, Vananda.
From the audience, please, if anybody is interested in asking any questions, either one or two, please, you'll get it asked. Yes, sir.
Mike.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Veerbhadra. I have one question to you, sir. When we have so much of heritage of Ayurveda, which we are speaking of, which we are telling our generations to come also, we have no research or the clinical research to prove the drug's efficacy and to substitute the English medicine. Even if you go to any doctor also, they don't have the guts to say that stop the English medicine and then follow my Ayurvedic medicine and I will show the results. They say that you continue the same medicine, you follow the medicine. What do you say that? Do you say that we have the strong heritage of our Ayurveda, yet not able to compete with the English medicine to substitute and give a better health to our generations to come? What clinical research that you are doing to prove drugs efficacy? Please.
Hello. So this is a regular question we used to have. There are so many clinical researches. Ayurvedic drugs have been proved successful, and we are not in add-on therapy. So what Sir has told is add-on therapy. Ours are standalone therapy. So many diseases, Ayurveda is the only answer. In certain diseases, Ayurveda alone can be used by stopping allopathy drugs. Why I am telling, you might be knowing one antibiotic today we are using. After 6 years, they will tell it is having multiple side effects, it cannot be prescribed. Okay? Not only antibiotics I am telling, today they will tell you should use refined oils. And after 10 years, they are telling you should not use refined oils, you should use whole oils. Coming to Ayurveda, so everybody is some myths we are having. Ayurveda is not a direct science which has come from Brahma. Even in books it might have been written like that. But for thousands of years, this trial and error based research took place in India. Okay? Why Ayurveda drugs are not having side effects? From that I will start. Because these drugs have been proved. These drugs have been used for centuries together. And unlike allopathy, here we know every effect of that drug. For example, today you invented one drug for headache. So you are using after 10 years that drug for headache. In community level, Along with relieving the headache, it might be causing the diabetes. Then that will be considered as an adverse effect. Are you following? But Ayurveda, we know to whom it will cause diabetes. Because in the same manner, say 4,000 years back, the same trial was happened for certain Ayurvedic drugs, and they came to know if they are giving to Pitta Prakriti person, it will hamper his life. So they want to prescribe to those persons. So Ayurveda cannot be prescribed for each and every person. Are you following? So we restrict certain drugs to certain people. So the treatment cannot be the same for each and every one. Are you following? But without following Ayurvedic principles, directly we will go to the doctor. Doctor won't give proper time because now he is also competing with the other counterpart of allopathy. Research also, whatever research we are doing, as per allopathy parameters we are doing research to show our efficacy to international community. For example, they are prescribing one drug to mass level. So I am giving the same drug. For example, I am taking powder of kali mirch, mirial powder I am using, okay, for cough and cold. So now I have to use this in clinical study to understand if I am telling. So if I am using this for clinical study, what will happen? 100 people if I have taken for bronchial asthma, I am giving this mirial powder to all. 20% people will get irritation, burning sensation as a side effect. Before prescribing the drug, I have to see his prakriti. If he is Pitta Prakriti, I should not give mirial powder. If I want to give a mirial powder, I have to mix it with honey and I have to give. Are you following? So, Ayurveda treatment cannot be similar to each and everybody. These contemporary people ask, so where is the efficacy? Where is the efficacy studies? So for that, what we are doing now, we are making our own protocols. So we will divide the people. We will assess the property, and to whomever it is suitable for them only we are giving. And statistically, we are proving our drug is more successful than the allopathy drugs. Even in COVID time also, many Ayurvedic formulations are standalone. Initially, allopathy, wherever allopathy drugs have been used, they won't allow Ayurvedic persons to interfere in the research. Now that scenario has been changed. For example, we are having collaborations with the NIIMH BB. Our headquarters is having collaboration with near about 10 NIIMHs. We are having collaboration with all allopathy hospitals. In each and every NIIMHs, there should be an Ayurvedic separate system now. So, why they are coming to us? Because their pharmacopoeia has been ended. For your surprise, only 400 to 500 drugs have been used in allopathy. So after that, again they have to come for the herbal drugs. They have to take the molecules from herbal drugs. They have to read the Ayurvedic Samhitas, or they have to get help from Ayurvedic practitioners. So they will try a molecule. We are not using molecules. We are using a drug. For example, you are taking paracetamol. Paracetamol is a chemical. That is single molecule. If you are using one anesthetic, there might be 1,000 molecules. Combined I am using. I have to show efficacy. In allopathic parameters, it won't happen. Because there one drug, one effect. Here, anesthetic, which molecule is giving which effect? How to identify? Are you getting? So this is a complexity to show in international community. Now we are doing all these things. So now we are doing all this research. In our institutions also we are having molecular biology department, pathology department, parasitology department. One more thing you should know, allopathy system has not enhanced. Allied sciences has enhanced allopathy. Scanning is not allopathy, that is engineering skill. Ultrasonography is not allopathy, that is engineering skill. Okay. Parasitology, that is separate department. Molecular biology, that is separate department. Botany is separate department. All these are enhancing one medical system. Now we are taking all these allied sciences, we are enhancing Ayurveda. So to show in international community, we have to use these things. In Ayurveda, one quotation is there. प्रत्यक्ष लक्षण फलाः प्रसिद्धाच स्वभावतः औषधे द्योतनिर्मित्वा परीक्षेत कदाचन सहस्रेणानपि हेतूनां न अम्बष्टात् विदेचि. For example, I am telling you are taking idli, you are taking vada, it will enhance your body. If you are taking minimulu, it will enhance your strength. This is known to everybody. Is there any necessity to prove that? But scientific community is asking how it is enhancing, why it is enhancing, what are the chemicals or molecules are causing that stoutness. So, why should we waste our time and energy? Ayurveda is having this much wisdom. We are having thousands of concepts. We are having thousands of concepts. They are making people fool. They are making people afraid about our concept, our heritage. They are not allowing us to take our needs. They are patenting our health. They are patenting. They are taking molecules from what do you mean by curcumin, which is used in cancer, that came from other foods. Okay. So all the for that we need awareness. For one person, why I am telling with a lot of this one, I am telling all these things to you. हम लोग we have been cheated by the contemporary people. We are using cow milk. We are using cow ghee. They told you should not take cow milk. You should not take cow ghee. Ghee is harmful. Now again they are telling. Some farmer had published some article. Then they are telling you should use ghee. You should use whole oils. So these many days, how many people are using this refined oils? How much diseases we are getting? Refined oils are now considered the major cause for so many diseases. So we are losing all these things. Earlier they told you should take only Bisleri water. Now what they are telling? You should not use Bisleri water. Government is also banning. Even in government offices now we are taking aquaguard water. So we are using river water earlier. We used to take water from canals. We are having our own mechanism to purify it. We forget all those things now. So who are the losers? Having this much wisdom, having this much heritage, we are losing all these things. So once again, I am requesting all of you to follow our tradition, use our diet, follow our customs, use Ayurveda for better health. Okay, thank you.
Any questions to Mr. Mohammed Khan, NIRD, if you have? Because sir has answered for the Ayurveda side.
Sir, I have a question, sir. Sir, you were talking of usage of bamboo in the construction and all. Sir, can you just elaborate how usage of, that is, infestation of items, termites in buildings, how usage of bamboo will it sustain such infections in buildings?
What I told is, bamboo as it is cannot be used but should be treated. There is a technique of treatment of the bamboo. Bamboo to be used only after making the particular treatment is there for that. So the treatment will go for 7 to 10 days. There will be, it will be only after that used to get that strength. So not as it is, you can just cut it and use it. There is a treatment for bamboo. The treatment has to happen.
Thank you. Because of the time we have already consumed, so we will proceed to the next stage of the event. Thank you.
Now I request Director Satyasad Garu to present a memento to Sri Mohammed Khan Garu. request our director, Sri Rakesh Sajanet sir, to present a memento to Sri G.P. Prasad Garu. Now I request our director, DT and Admin, Sri Rakesh Sajanet sir, to give us vote of thanks. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we draw curtain on this event as part of Audit Week celebrations, it is my distinct honor and pleasure to propose vote of thanks. During our Audit Week celebration preparations, one of the important agenda was to engage more stakeholders in these events, and I'm happy to inform that the participation from our stakeholders has been excellent, and I thank all the stakeholders like National Institute of Rural Development, National Institute of Indian Medical Heritage, who have participated enthusiastically and even have set up stalls, and which have been very popular, sir, to inform you. They have got regular visits yesterday and today. So thank you so much for your encouraging support to these Audit Week celebrations. It is a platform where both audit and its auditee can come together. So I would like to express my appreciation to firstly to Mr. Mohammed Khan, Senior Consultant NIRD, who actually made such a passionate talk on the topic of sustainable construction materials, which is very important in these days when we are talking so much of climate change and the effects it is having on this society. And I'm sure we would have taken so much from his talk, and we can try to use those materials in our personal construction materials or inform about it to our friends and family. Thank you so much, sir. Your passion was so infectious. All the very best for your next endeavors also. I also thank Dr. G.P. Prasad, Assistant Director of National Institute of Indian Medical Heritage, who spoke on Ayurveda. If I have to keep it brief, I have to say that he has covered what, why, how of Ayurveda brilliantly in 40 minutes. And it was so heartening to see everybody listening to his talk so with rapt attention. And next, I would like to thank our heads of the department. As I was saying, it is with their guidance and encouragement that we were able to have these sessions. I also take this opportunity to thank my fellow group officers who have assisted in organizing this event. And more importantly, I thank you all, the audience, who have been here with such patience and such attentions. And lastly, when those two questions were put, they were so relevant. And these are very topical questions. But one question which is why, like, what are the issues of Ayurveda? Why is it not competing with allopathy? Why? How can we prove the efficacy of Ayurveda? It's a very relevant question which is being asked regularly, and it was very nice to hear that question put forward and ably handled by our guest speaker here. And also, I take this opportunity to all the staff and officers of the Indian Audit and Account Departments here in the AG office complex, who have worked tirelessly to put this document to the IS wing, to our OE sections, to our admin sections, to our functional wings who have coordinated with our stakeholders. Thank you to each and every one of them. Thank you so much.